I know a tournament very close to your heart.
Yes, I'll agree with you.
Yes, and yeah, this is difficult for me to really predict. I've seen a lot of OpTic. I've been very impressed with them since the addition of Tarek. I think they've looked great, and they seem to be providing good results. I think this is a perfect tournament for them to, yes, take the title here. But let's get into it then, shall we, Matthew? It's going to be Cobble, OpTic Gaming versus Gambit, and OpTic starting on the T side here. They've got 4 sets of armor, 1 smoke, normally used towards the connector or maybe on the bond type itself. As we get into this one, Hobbit will be getting aggressive here. The new boy trying to step up.
Stepping up tremendously. Decent headshot to start it off against Rush. Puts him down to 10 HP when he gets dinked up retreating, but he's able to still pop back out and try and battle on Mixwell and does it with success. Doja, he's found a kill in the meantime. As Stanislaw went down. Hobbit's still holding, but he will fall to Tarek in the end. Nafly's found 1 onto a Dren, but having gone, it's leaving Tarek alone. He tried to get back down drop for him as well, so they try to utilize a split onto the site. Tarek doing decent damage from afar. He's trying to isolate them down. We've seen this before. As he gets tagged onto 20, he's going to grab the bomb and try and retreat. 3 HP on Zeus, though. He does still have a chance in this. That's the wrong button. Yours does not work. Try it again. Try it again. It worked that time. Okay. I don't know.
Oh, you know. Anyway, Tarek and Rochelle are winning this one, actually. 2 versus 1. He's headshot Zeus in the meanwhile as well, so CZ in the hand of him. They're going to have to split up now. They're not sure whether he's committing towards the B site. I'm not sure if Moda spotted him there from drop down. It looked like he had some sort of awareness, but he at least would have heard the footstep at that point.
Yeah, he's pulled his teammate back over. So that's definitely true. And Tarek down. Again, 20 HP. Walks out. Found by Mo. 1-0 for Gambit. Had a great start for Hobbit. You said it. They talked about this player coming in. He came in along with Zeus at the time. He starts it.
Nice little aggressive play there as well, just quite fearless. You can see even with 10 HP, he's willing to take these duels at the start and just nailing every single silent USP kill there as well. We have the Buri buy coming in from Gambit. It's going to be 4 UMPs. Hobbit with the Famous, and we do, of course, have the Force buy from OpTic as well. Didn't get the bomb down there in the pistols, so they get a range of Tech 9s, PD50s, and a couple of smokes to work with as well. The players get the kills and manage to pick up those vital bits of utility there. Mo, though, he's going to be pushing quite aggressive towards long A. Seeing if we can get any bit of information here, but not finding much at the beginning.
Hobbit Sam playing in the same position again. Boost from Tarek, but a Tech 9, so not the most ideal weapon to try and hit down. Not the Deagle, I guess is what I'm saying, which you might expect to try and fire down that long corridor. Zeus, meanwhile, does make contact over toward the A side. Knows they're down at the bottom of middle. It's Stanislaw, another mixed player. Starix is not in this server. Stanislaw that will be doing battle and decent damage. Nafly actually falling back, takes Zeus through the door with the Tech 9 after the first damage was done. He's able to dodge out that nade as well. Leaves him on 15, no less, but it's the man advantage for OpTic to work with. That is not the Nibia flag.
It's true. Well, Hobbit now, he can hear the footsteps in front of him on this upper platform. Next kill is going to be huge. We can find a couple here. He's running out of Famous bullets. Mixwell finds him in the meantime as well. So at this point, huge advantage for OpTic Gaming. They keep just finding kills all over the place. Now, poor old Mo. And it seems like these Tech 9s are too much for the CTs at this point.
Shot down. Tarek finds Mo, and it's going to be perfect for Nafly and the rest of OpTic in picking up this round. Remember, he was the one that found the first kill, so 1-1. Not the first time today we've seen an eco in round 2. Kind of negates the fact that you win the pistol, because now they're the ones with money.
Yeah, it's always a little bit of a risk there, getting those 4 UMPs, 1 Famous. Most teams will get a mixture of the SMGs and the rifles there to actually have that long-range potential. You can see the Tech 9s up against the SMGs. They normally go toe-to-toe quite easily with them, especially at close range. And we'll see what happens here. It's going to be the Force buy in return from the CTs here. CZs and a Deagle. Mo has picked up the Scout. Drops some smoke there towards mid. He can spot over the top of that, but not really too well for CZ, I have to say. Going to be falling back. You can see now OpTic Gaming, they do get 2 AKs out, and they have a Gillo and a Famous as well. Lots of long-range potential there. They'll be slowing things right down, try and find that first pick, a little bit of an opening, and they won't have to commit until they get to that point. Still plenty of time to work with.
Sit back and be patient as well. Stand with Naf to make sure no one's going to push through. Nading into the drop room. Hobbit already down to 54. Naf was over toward the A side. It's going to be Rush that's going to rotate back in, and they'll swing this back. Bomb was dropped intentionally inside of the B tunnels for all of this. They're playing smart. We're seeing this more lately, I have to say. Better anti-eco situations, and I say that having just saw one be unsuccessful in round 2. It seems to be still play with a faster pace and a little bit, I guess, more dense mindset, but throughout the course of last week in Oakland, everyone was playing a lot slower on the anti-ecos, I have to say.
Yeah, well, you just want to make sure you just stick to the fundamentals. Getting some little bit of map control, finding that first pick, wait for the reaction to come in, then execute fully onto the bomb site. Just want to make sure you're sticking as a tight unit and refragging every single step of the way. First kill comes in, it's going to go in favor of OpTic this time, and you can see the CD's trying to rotate in. Shouldn't be able to do too much with this, but the CZ says differently. Zeus finds 2 kills.
Decent, but tries to go for the AK as he was reloading. Not time to draw it out before Stan wraps around. Tag comes through, but Tarek still still able to hit the shot on Mo. That'll bring the bomb across and get the plants in behind the hut. Tarek the one to do so. Dozia's picked up at least the scout to work with. That could take down one in Tarek with the first bullet. So too could the Deagle. All of which with headshots. Both weapons have the potential to do so, but unfortunately the odds heavily stacked against him. He does have armor. Perhaps worth holding the next round, Henry.
I would say so. Take the scout, take the body armor, and a deagle as well. You can drop that deagle over to a teammate. So at least it's not just going to be full default pistols across the board next round. Scout certainly can be a high-impact weapon if in the right hands. But there it is, OpTic Gaming. Like we said, pretty decent fundamentals. Got a little bit unlucky against Zeus there towards the top middle. That CZ can explode if it's fully up close and personal with that automatic potential. But he finds 2 kills, and that's all they really get from it. But still, the force bite.
That's a flag.
You like that one?
What a beautiful flag.
A real beauty. The Nambian flag, of course.
Yeah. And then a beautiful individual. Dozia, Zeus starting it off. This is where he tried to go for the AK, but couldn't get it, Henry.
He could not. So, like I said, Deagle dropped over to Dozia. Mo would take the scouts, and yeah, not really much invested apart from that. If Mo does find an opening kill, presumably towards upper platform, maybe they have something to work with here. That Deagle could cause a little bit of damage here, but it's going to be more of the same here from OpTic Gaming. They sit up with any sort of initial aggression coming in from the CTs. This will be Adren trying to spot anything at the start of the round. Should be dead in about 3 seconds. There he goes. And now Mo trying to get the refrag here. Does land some damage on towards Mixwell.
Yeah, Mixwell's a smart player, so he'll fall back, but Tarek found lovely headshot. Now he's definitely done damage to justify the weapon being saved in the last, because a kill and someone in one-shot potential of any pistol on 30 HP is Mixwell. They've got to fall back. This is what we were talking about. They want to play passively, and yet the one gun that can punish them manages to do so.
Well, here we go then. That should funnel the terrorists over towards the A side of the map. You see Stannis sort of kind of feeling it out right now, dropping the utility, trying to flush any CTs out that might be in these close range angles. Can be a little bit problematic with those CZs as we saw before. Oh god, Mo's has rotated over. This is when he becomes interesting because he's found a kill towards B and has changed his position straight away. Back towards A he goes, finds another kill. Hobbit in the meanwhile is pushed on the upper platform, found Rush with that silent USP, looking for the second. But still, the advantage lies in favor of Gambit and low HP for Mixwell as well.
Yeah, he's going to charge it in. He's going to be the first one. Smoke off to cover the gap. Bit of a missed throw, though. He expected that to go all the way around the corner. And then they'll be able to drop in as such. Naf goes on the approach, the attack. He has to wait his time out. Counter boost coming in, but watch the flank as well. They've got a fast play. Mixwell goes down. That's the low HP. And Zeus, he's still wrapping in behind. Shot coming in from Mo. Doesn't even need his teammate to go for the flank.
Beautiful stuff there from Mo. That's just textbook, really. If you go and find a pick towards that upper platform, change your position, find another kill, they just keep funneling them to the other side of the map, and he's just there every single time. The Deagle finds a kill as well. So, just a scout and a Deagle, that's all it takes in Gambit now. Getting right back into this. It's going to be a force buy straight in return, though, from OpTic, of course. This is like the battle of attrition at this point. Who can give up first? You're going to have a scout, 3 AKs, and a Tech 9. It's a reasonable buy, to be fair, and they have got some utility to work with as well. So, not ideal, but certainly workable. Be Tarek with a scout in hand. Normally works out of a platform position as well. And will be exactly in that position. That's a good nade though towards Naf. Or not that good, man. Calm down.
Not as good as you thought.
Calm down.
Mo can't find the angle and the timing off when he does look to the right. Player slips through. That's Naf, but communicated to Zeus waiting at the top of the dangerous stairwell. He'll find the shot with the M4 and immediately rotate back. They'll put Mo, interestingly enough, back out of that position with the scout, so he'll be able to spot bottom mid when they do walk in, but that smoke that just lands negates the possibility. He'll fall back to the site and they'll play a passive with the one-man advantage. It's also, again, funneled them back over toward B, and better still, Zeus has found Stan at the bottom of mid, so just 3 players remaining, and they definitely know now that it's more likely to be on B. And Dren does rotate to consider the possibility with 2 found on one side, but they've got the choke points covered, more importantly, and Hobbit still with utilities, late putting it out, though. Mixwell's able to slip in. Good headshot. Followed up, though. Dozia's able to find him with the UMP from afar. He and Zeus may be underneath the 50 HP threshold, but doesn't matter if he finds headshots like that. Rush goes down, and Tarek on the stairwell tries to isolate them again, but a scout for him. Tech 9 switching over late, does find 1 kill. Oddly enough, not traded immediately, but there he will go down as Mo wraps in.
Well, Gambit now do take the lead. It's going to be 3-2. There should be an eco at this point coming in from OpTic, yes. And 2 in a row for Gambit. So those force buys will probably have to stop at this point. The UMP, definitely a very versatile weapon. You can see Dozier there finding a lot of damage towards that upper platform position. That's why we've seen it come into the meta so much recently. It's cheap, has high armor penetration as well, and it finds you lots of money per kill, $600 to be exact. So you can see what a lot of teams actually prefer that over the P90 that was so prevalent in 2014 and 2015. Here we go then. P250s across the board for OpTic Gaming. This will be rushing straight towards middle. Mo caught out of position at this point, but does find 2. Rush finally takes him down. This will be an A-sided commitment from the T side, it seems.
Zeus Good position inside the stables, pulls them in, finds one more, and Doja closes it out with the nade. Gambit looking strong so far on the CT side. Now remember what they said on the desk as well. Zeus was very good on the T side with Na'Vi.
That's right.
The problem that Na'Vi always had was the CT side. So if Gambit can pick up rounds here and they can strengthen up the attack, they're going to be decent on this map. OpTic's got to worry a little bit about that.
Yeah, well, Gambit are looking great so far. And OpTic now, another buy for them. You can see it's not great, Matt. They've got 5 AK sure, but no AWP. They're limited in terms of utility. They're 5 smokes, only 1 Molotov, and actually not a single flashbang. That's actually a real big deal in terms of like committing towards the B side. You need those flashbangs to bait out orb shots or actually stop players facing and having full vision of a certain part of the map. And Mo with that orb as well. No flashes against him. This could actually be kind of interesting. Looks like it will be a B-sided play though coming in. And Mo, like I said, gets that first shot a little bit too easy for him perhaps.
But again, trying to find that opening. Smoke still presenting itself. He's not yet slipped over toward the archway. He's been playing stairs consistently. And perhaps reading off of that, they haven't been Molotoving into that arch exactly perfectly every time. So there's a chance he can capitalize as that as he slips in. AWP from Mo's gone back toward Chicken Coop instead.
Yeah, right now, with the man advantage, Gambit don't really need to commit too much. They can just hold back, wait for the final execution to come in, trying to get 1 kill each, and they'll be absolutely fine. Just holding up, not taking any major risk at this point. We want to make sure the terrorists commit before they do.
Stan already down inside the drop as well. They know it, so they've gone passive. He's going to try and time this. If they can get anyone onto the platform position, steal some of the aggro. He'll try and capitalize smartly as well. Dren not going in. Doja's getting a little bit impatient, though. That could be costly. He's got to leave himself in a position where he's not going to be caught from long, and he wants to peek this. Placement from Stan. Perfect. Headshot in. Now does a Dren go through the window or not? Because they've given up the arch side, and they've got presence on long. It's going to be covered off by Hobbit, but only for 1 kill. And immediately after, it's followed up, though, by 2 teammates, Mo and Adren. Naf's now the only one. 7 HP, caught off at long, can't find a way through, and Zeus is going to push the smoke because he's got the HP advantage and a headshot as well.
Yeah, pretty textbook round there from Gambit overall. They find that first pick at the start of the round. Like we said, no flashbang is available for OpTic at all. They had to take a bit of a risk there and try and get that first pick. Mo actually caught in front of the Molotov, couldn't fall back. And it was that first orb shot coming in favor of Gambit. I think, I was about to say we have a pause. It's actually GoTV chat, so ignore that. And we do have another partial buy coming in from OpTic here. It's going to be Tech 9s, PD50s, 5 smokes, a team known for their execution-based play. Sometimes a little bit too focused on that, I would say, at points, but we'll see whether they can do anything with these smokes. Mix will be trying to work towards this upper platform position. All 5 players towards this side of the map. The smokes will come in. They'll jump out with the flashbangs and see whether they can actually get the bomb down here.
Push through, and Hobbit's going to wrap him behind the statue. Waiting it, timing it, but better shot from Mixwell. Pistol is successful, but they don't account for the fact that Adren also behind this smoke, and he finds 3 immediately. Cancel the entry that was found. As Naf's still trying to fight where he can. We'll pick up 2, but Adren's relocated. He's passed in through the smoke. He's going to use this rock to his advantage. Bombs drop down on top of the site. Gives them a bit to work with, but they've got to rely on Naf to get in a better position, and he gets caught off. Adren with an ace to hold out the site against the pistols.
It was quite pretty, wasn't it, when he's actually holding on the bomb site itself? Very snappy aim and didn't look too panicked there at all. It was the full execution coming in from OpTic. All the flashbangs deployed as well, but he manages to keep calm and nail the shots here. You see Mixwell, no idea that he's actually there. It's this 3rd kill that really impressed me. Very good control. Takes down Rush there, and it will be 6-2 in favor of Gambit. Surely we have a full buy here. So OpTic, yes, now they have the 5 AKs and the utilities to go with it. Like I said, execution-based team traditionally definitely can run the defaults as well. And that's what you want to see most teams doing at the start of these rounds. Going for that map control, pushing the CDs back towards the A side itself, not having control of danger, middle or long A. And then you can go into more of a set piece at that point.
Quick nade in from Zeus. At long, making sure no one's pushing toward the bales. Haven't seen a lot of aggression in that position, to be fair, from OpTic.
No, not at all, really.
I'm going to check the arch this time by way of nade, not molly. Money's still grim. As well on this terrorist side, no one able to pick up an AWP in this round, and it's another break situation, maximum loss bonus. If they can get a bomb down, there's a potential they could force in the next worst case scenario. Hobbit again is going to burrow into that stairwell. Call it the Hobbit hole by the end of this game. Because he's got so much smokes there, he doesn't need to worry about too much coming through. Again, they don't have the Molotovs to try and put in that place. They've got 2. They're going to use 1 now. That'll force him back, but he's already relocated. He's already found his way to the bottom of the stairwell. He's already found a kill. Tarek does find 1 in response, though, but Adren, again, to step up, is able to find, relocate, get in the site, and force them back into the position where the AWP is waiting. And Mo hits the shot, leaving just Mixwell. 1 versus 3. They almost lined it up temporarily, but it's through the smoke he would have to fire. In fact, they're doing a little bit of team damage. He's found a good position here. Adren's gone low, but he can't hold it down. A little bit of a panic spray. If If he'd stayed composed, he could have potentially found Zeus as well.
Yeah, that's pretty much all he could have done in that 3v1, push the smoke, and it could have fallen apart at that point, but managing to hold on is Gambit. They're looking very good, especially towards the drop-down position. We normally say that's one of the hardest positions in the entire game, potentially, to hold as a CT side, and they're doing a great job so far. Not heavily committing to the initial phase at the start. They're allowing the T's to drop down. They've got good crossfires, and Hobbit, he's doing such a good job holding that upper platform position by himself, locking them out, great timings of utility, and managing to find a kill, so his teammates can just focus on drop-down. It's actually looking very promising, I have to say, from Gambit as well. It's going to be 7-2. Money, I think it's another partial buy that's going to have to come in for OpTic at this point. So just the Tech-9s, once again, they will get the smokes, maybe a few flashbangs, but we haven't really seen much of a default towards the A side of the map. Matt.
Keep in mind as well, we're running the old timeout rules here.
So the coaches can talk.
Yes. The coaches can talk during the whole game.
Yep.
We're running a 2-minute timeout.
Right.
And not the 4 or 30 seconds respective teams. Definitely one of the things to mention as well, as we did see a zoom in on it. Obviously, Gambit's not the team that called this, but they'll want to be trying to read and stay proactive and guessing or anticipating the changes that OpTic want to make. I would say potentially try and put some more pressure onto A, but Zeus brings in a lot of leadership. We saw him being quite vocal. He always was. Even when Starks was the coach, he was always very vocal.
I used to like that. We're watching him like this, looks so passionate about it.
Passionate's one word?
Yeah, or a little bit angry sometimes. But like he looks very jovial right now. He's smiling. And is that the mustache I see as well?
He's definitely in with us. The Movember.
He's one of the boys.
I think Semler's leading the way. Actually, let's get those votes going. Let's get a vote on... I don't know how we'll do it. Just tweet us who you think. Tweet at Drop the Bomb and at Room on Fire. At Drop the Bomb TV. It's probably know my own Twitter.
Yeah.
But let us know who has the best mustache so far in Movember.
I would say...
I think Semler.
Or Hank. That guy is looking pretty good.
Yours is terrible. Get out. Get Rights is up there.
Yeah, that's true.
Chad had a very good one on the desk in Brazil.
True.
There's a few nominations.
Well then, as I said, partial buy coming in once more for OpTic there. That's maximum loss bonus, of course, actually doing 6 rounds in a row since that initial forced buy exchange. So Tech-9s, 1 Deagle, a few smokes and some flashbangs. They are going to be heading towards the A side of the map. Like we said, they haven't really explored this territory. Mo this time being dynamic, what we like to see from the top hoopers, being in different positions every single round, being a little bit unpredictable, and unfortunately for him, as to his detriment, it's going to be Stanislaw finding him towards long A, and they've managed to recover the AWP as well. Zeus probably has to fall back at this point, allow them to have it. Still have the advantage in terms of the weaponry, obviously, and some great use of the HE grenades. And now they can start to reclaim that territory.
Hobbit backs away this time. They've got kills, trades on the other side of the map. We did anticipate perhaps a little more on A, but in doing so and going more passive, putting some attention there, they finally open up some room to try and work with inside of mid. Guess what? Doji is not allowing them through the window, and it's back to a 4 versus 2. Deagle in hand for Mixwell. Tarek, they both got armor as well. Tech-9 may just want to try and hold that. I know it seems like a long cause. Either go for the bomb plant or save the armor.
I managed to interview OpTic at the Pro League Finals, right? And I was just kind of... one thing I noticed from there, like before they went into every game, they had this like dossier of information and tactics they used to sit through, right? A little book of strategies and stuff like that. And I felt like they were too focused on the strategy side of it and like trying to outplay their opponents in terms of countering what they do. I feel like they just need to be doing more fundamental CS right now. As I said, though, it's getting a little bit interesting. Should I finish this point or not? Maybe we'll just see whether Mixwell can do anything with this one.
I think he's going to die right now. Okay, Zeus backs away and pulls a nade.
Okay. Take over, man.
Mixwell's got it. Headshot through, but does low on HP. The first shot from Doja hits him in the hip. The second one follows him up. But yes, good shots. Carry on with your point, Henry.
Yeah, just I feel like they need to be more fundamental in terms of the defaults at the start of the round. The set pieces and trying to counter your opponents is always great, but you can't really rely on that to carry you through and win you matches consistently, especially against in-game leaders like Zeus. They're not going to play to exactly the demos you've watched before. You can't really take that as testament to what's going to happen coming up in your game. And I think that's a question I asked Tarek, and he agreed, is that it's something they're trying to work on, but still they do like to be very prepared for their games. And that's great. I just think you need to take away the right bits of information and not rely on it too much. It's basically the point I was going to make, but it took about 5 minutes. Anyway. Let's get into this one, shall we? Another gun round.
All right. Zeus will back away. Adren will swing out. Almost got the AWP put over at B, and Mixwell actually follows it up. I don't know why he repeaks that. He can back away behind the tree, and instead he goes for the repeak, gets caught out, and that's going to give them the top and middle fast play. In fact, already they've got Tarek pushing the front of hut. Mixwell can wrap through, cover off rotations, and they win the duel without a trade going against them out towards Stables. Very good execution on A. Surprised not to see this a little bit sooner.
That wasn't really even executed.
Like the first pick, yeah, exactly.
Just run towards middle, boys. I guess they all put Mo has been towards B traditionally, pretty much every single round. He went towards long A in the last one, but they just run 3 people up middle. They've got great fraggers on this team. That's the thing. The likes of Tarek, Stanislaw as well, Mixwell, almost superstar levels in terms of him. But yeah, yeah, just allow them to get some shots there, get some aiming running, and run up towards middle, find the headshots, didn't even drop a single frag. Let's just keep it simple. Let's just run around and kill CT, shall we? I think they looked a little bit too cagey before, just focusing on trying to get in the position this B executes now. Let's just run on middle, and you can see the results.
Yeah, took the space available as soon as they found that pick.
Yeah, right, just commit straight away. Don't allow the rotations to come in. Once you found a kill like that, it's so important on Cobble. It's one of the most difficult maps to get out in terms of those tight choke points. You've got the balcony, and you've got the connector as well. One smoke or a Molotov in either of those positions, the CT can't really move.
Interesting thing about this, they don't choose to track down those 2 remaining guns, even though it was a reset round. So it gives a little bit more economy to build with for OpTic, but at the same time, it plays the long game. So Gambit's going to hold on to a full round in hand as a result of that, especially keeping the AWP up.
Mo will he be going out towards A this time, considering what happened in the previous round? He actually will be going towards B as usual. More of a default here from OpTic, it seems. Not going to be going for anything fast once again. 1 player holding middle and 4 players towards the B side of the map.
Lots of smokes deployed at the bottom of mid. Hobbit's tried to push through and capitalize on Doja. That leaves him alone over toward the drop room. Smoke at the top of it. Turn his attention to covering off long with Mo, who's playing passively at statue. So it's a matter of balance right now for the CTs. And that balance is going to be disturbed by the fact of a stacked Molotov. I'm not sure that was communicated correctly. In fact, Rush going to run into that. Stacked underneath, try and push them back, and Rush wins the shot on Doji after trying to flash himself back into the room. That's a big pick to find because they've got to rotate someone else into position. It's going to be a Dren that's covering off the back of the window, but it leaves Arch open. Schmidt shot from the AWP, and Mo can't reset it fast enough, but a Dren's been aggressive, pushes back through, finds 2. Naf in the window found by Hobbit. It's going to make things problematic. Smokes are going to be covered off in a fashion that will allow a bomb plant safely, but I think they're just dissipating now, which means they can't retreat comfortably. Mixwell's going to have to stay on the statue, play this off his teammate, get the information for Stan on a late peek, and he's just going to cover an angle so that if they cross, he'll be able to relay that information onto Mixwell to look left rather than right, as he is doing right now. But he's getting a little bit hungry right now, Stanislaw. He has to be very careful. Hobbit's just taking his teammate down easily, and he's now in a position where he can't get away. He's got to play the stairwell perfect. They line it up. Quick tap's already in on the first, but Hobbit's there to take the back. Not only the round, but the kill.
Yeah.
He's got time even without the kit.
Stanislaw, quite a lot of opportunity to find those headshots there. Couldn't quite find the aim, and it will be a Gambit. A pretty hard reset round there, I believe. And have a look how much money goes to the next round. It's actually okay. They kept a decent amount of players alive with the bomb down as well, so they do have another buy available, but still a retake coming from Gambit. Well, it was a very promising start from OpTic. They looked very assertive that round. They get control of drop down, find that kill on Dosia, and they actually strike straight away there. A couple of smokes, 1 flashbang, and they're getting towards that B site. It was going to be a Dren once more being the thorn in their side. He finds 2 frags there, and it makes this retake a potential, and it comes out in favor of Gambit. 9-3 on the CT side. This is a pretty difficult struggle now for OpTic to get back into this game. They do have guns available, like I said, so 5 AKs, the utility once more. If they lose this round, though, only $1,900 going to the next round, so let's see what they can do here. Hobbit, aggressive once more. Looks very confident in this upper platform area.
Hobbit waiting, trying to use that smoke to his advantage, but flashed off. I'm not sure he's aware Mixwell's gone in. Somehow he gets away from it before they can respond and does decent damage onto Tarek, but more importantly, entry achieved. Doji is not sure where to play this. He's relying on that smoke right now to hold himself off and cover off drop, but his teammates have already rotated there, and Nafly's pushed up on the reverse side of that smoke. Doji confirms it's clear by seeing his teammate and turns back. He's at least gotten inside the arch in doing so, but Adren's found the first pick. Doja lining up to find Rush. Now knows he's there. That's going to push him out, so Mixwell's got to read this right. It's Rush that gets the kill, not Mix through the smoke. And Tarek's going to try and go for a flank on 9 HP. He's got to get this to work, and he's got to be there fast as he tries to find a Dren, who's got his teammate, looks the right direction, but they're already on the defuse. Tarek trying to push up. He's holding it. Mo, if he would have gone the whole way, he would have had him, but he actually outplays Tarek, who goes in and realizes too late that the round's gone.
I think Tarek actually shot his teammate there from drop down as well, so he gave his position away just by shooting his teammate. So I think they heard that AK shot coming in. I think that call was made just as the one-on-one became realization, and that's when Modus goes for the full defuse at that point. You can see him getting the full defuse and drop to smoke at the 2-second mark as well. Wins the round, and unfortunately for OpTic, it's going to go from bad to worse at this point. Double digits achieved for Gambit, 10-3. And we do have another buy coming in. At this point, just the bomb helping them out every single time. They get 4 AKs at Tech 9. And there's another fast play towards B, it seems, as well. But Hobbit, he's been so good on the upper platform, can only find 1 this time. Does some more damage towards Rush, but another commitment towards the B side.
He's just trying to find more as well, and he does. Great shot onto Adren. Always managed to pull a kill back, though. Even if the trades aren't favorable, they're finding them as Mo's able to pull at least 1 shot. He's going to be pushed back on that AWP, leaving Zeus to be the only one aggressive. Spots the player on tree. That's Rush. Good shot. Bomb being planted as well. Stan takes a nade, cops it down to 69 HP. One thing that they're trying to do and utilize again is rather than the platform at long, they're trying to get into drop late on these post-plant positions. Naf misses the shot. That gives him away, but Stan with the peek. Good shot from Zeus. Better shot to wrap around the corner. Tries, but Naf's going to hold it. Finally, OpTic will control a post-plant, and they'll pick up their 4th round.
That got pretty exciting, didn't it? Rush, great display of aim there, rushing in towards that B site, living up to the name, finds 3 kills with the AK-47, comes down to the one-on-one as well. And it was Zeus who actually had knowledge as to where the remaining terrorist was towards that drop down. Remember, the Tech 9 just eludes him there slightly. And we go to the final round here. Interesting enough, Gambit, after winning so many rounds, they have been quite tight every single time. Lots of retakes and clutch situations that Gambit have been taking the lion's share of. And got an AWP though. It's Mo once again stepping up for the initial encounter. Finds the pick on towards Mixwell. They're going to try and find him in return, but there are teammates waiting with him. Whether these pistols can pay off is yet to be seen. It's going to be P250s. Well, no P250s, 5.7s and Deagles.
Mo's going to relocate. Puts himself in a doorway, which very likely is going to be smoked. It is smoked. Bottom mid, Mo's going to push back out. Good shot through as well, finding Nafly just on the other side of it. Great play from the AWP to find his 2nd kill in the round. It's influencing things tremendously. And another Mo down to 3 kills. A 4th hits the shot on Tarek, finally down by Rush, nearly.
Here we go.
As he catches off Zeus, the ace, to close it out without even losing a player on this side of the map. But Rush has this down to a 1 versus 2 and just the pistols remaining. That AWP has done so much work considering the economy, and it's potentially an 11th round, but Bomb is picked up. Rush has worked with this. He's got a Molotov to play with. Hobbit's going to sneak in behind. If he's not careful, if he's not quick enough, and he's not got his wits about him, he could be caught off entirely. And in fact, I dare say he might, because he's still looking toward the bottom of the balcony. He's going to be exposed around the corner. Hobbit's in position, holding his trigger, and there it is. The shot comes through. He's picked up an AK. And 11-4 on the back of Mo's brilliance.
How many tight clutches have there been in this game? And Mo, like he said, steps up brilliantly in the AWP. He did it before with a scout. They just had 1 scout and a deagle before. They're managing to get fantastic plays and rounds just in those horrible situations for OpTic overall. And it's just a difficult affair. The thing is for OpTic, if you look back on most of the rounds, the initial frag was going in their favor. They'd have control of the bomb site. Normally be a Dren coming in with those hard retakes, Zeus backing them up as well. And here's the finishing blow here from Mo, finding 4 frags in that round. A little bit disappointed for OpTic, I have to say. Not looking too assertive at the beginning of the half, and then actually finding their rhythm and still losing those retakes every single time.
Brilliant stuff. You were thinking we were going to go to a break, weren't you?
I think that's
you were
thinking.
so used to it.
I'm actually aware.
No, are you? Okay, I'm impressed. But again, we talked about the fact that Zeus brings a lot to the T side. Now we have to see if that's true or not. I think OpTic definitely looking slow and a little bit lackluster in their approach in terms of tactics. The thing is as well, when you have such crisp aim on this team, but you're on a map where you can't really get aggressive on the CT side, you're going to rely a lot on crossfire and communication.
But you could see when OpTic actually went quite loose at that point, they said, should we just go fast A? 5 players, just do a little A split as fast as we can. And their top players actually have the chance to make some shots there. They're actually nailing it, getting a clean sweep. As soon as they went back to the defaults and not really approaching it in the way out of light, that's when it was a bit problematic, and players like Mo and Hobbit causing tremendous damage towards that upper platform area. But here we go then, a must-win pistol for OpTic at this point. It's a T-sided map still, I would say. So 4 sets of armor for Gambit. They have got a Molotov and 2 flashbangs as well. Just waiting to see what happens here with the initial exchange towards upper platform. There are 2 players in a turret-like position towards that. I'm looking for that first kill.
Stan doesn't realize Adren's up close, goes for a repeat, falls away smartly at that point because they're getting much closer. Never mind the advantage at range from the USP. Rush, same problem. Adren hits him. Stand down as soon as Hobbit came around the corner. Another pistol where Gambit looking dominant. It's not an Nafly, 1 versus 4. Starts it off with a headshot. Adren goes down. Bomb just being planted. They're going to know exactly where he is. 1 player. Coop 1 player. The open tag in. Mo, 15 HP. Naf trying to echo snacks as he dances in behind these boxes. It's the exact same play except without the close Guardian presence. It's Nafly, though, going to be found and double peeking smartly this time so he can't isolate. He's losing time as well. Does not have a kit. He's got 4 HP to play with. And he's executed in the end by Mo.
I thought it was going to be the snack play again. I could kind of just feel it coming together. That first shot
at long before he gets there.
I thought this is all going to come together now. But unfortunately, can't make it happen. The P2000 unable to get the headshots there. And it will be Gambit picking up the pistol. Just a straight play towards B, really. We did see that aggression coming into the CTs. That's the problem with the Silent USP. If you don't nail that first shot, it's quite difficult to recover after the initial spray comes in. You have to fall back, reload. And the T's just took advantage at that point. It will be a false buy, of course, from OpTic. They don't really have much to work with here. CZs. PG50s, a 5.7, and Tarek on the scout. Let's see whether he can step up to kind of Mo levels and find that initial pick here.
He gets into the corner to try and play the advantage on the gap inside of the smoke. Old Stanislaw, old mate, out at long corner.
Yeah.
Now he's got another smoke to throw out at B as well. Nate's gonna come through. Tarek spots that, but doesn't really position himself in time. Not much to react on. 37 HP.
Yeah.
They try and catch him with a second one.
He hits Dren though, so something to work with there at least.
Correct position on that nade, but not to the point where it does damage. Just a good read on where Mixwell is. He's inside of danger. Stan's gonna find Mo. Oh, massive damage as well onto Zeus, but couldn't follow it up. UMP will prevail. It leaves them still on a 4 versus 4, but look at the HP and Mix. He's gonna try and pull them back away from this. This will cause rotation time. Doji doesn't know he's there. He's just heard him come and go, and now he knows he's completely there, unaware. He can try and catch them off. Doji's still inside of danger. He'll be the one to walk out. He's gonna sorely go down. He's trying to play the discipline, gets the shot successfully. UMP available to him as well, and low HP in front, but he's looking for a Dren instead. There's the low HP player, Zeus. Can't land a shot, and Hunter might become the hunted, though, because I don't think he's aware now. There is a player in behind. Rush. He's found one, but there's a Dren to cancel out Mixwell. That'll allow the bomb plant to come in. Naf. AK-47's going to pull him off the plant and takes down Hobbit immediately after.
Finally, a bit of luck here for OpTic Gaming. They managed to win the force buy there, and it was down to Mixwell. Great positioning coming in from the back there. And you can see Dosia didn't have any idea he's coming in, and the round just falls apart. 1 by 1 for Gambit. Now it's going to be 12-5, a chance for OpTic to get back into this. But I think we do have a buy available for Gambit. Let's see what they come in with. Okay, so it's going to be Deagles, a MAC-10, 1 AK. So one smoke, something to work with here. If Zeus can get something rolling with his AK-47, maybe this could be detrimental towards OpTic Gaming. We'll see what happens here. This would be a harsh reset for them. Must-win round for the CTs.
Now we'll rotate back toward Door, giving up the passive play on the Arch. He's since changed his mind again. Perhaps just trying to play this off information, whether it was a call on A or not. But watch for Doja and Co to push onto the A site instead with that single AK-47. It's in the hands of Zeus. And Zeus is, right now, second man toward long. So trying to basically play off the information Doji can gather for him and have the range gain to peek the corner, which is exactly what he's done now. So they'll try and keep him as wide as possible.
And they've got that one smoke available for the T's here. You'd assume they'll go towards connector. They have got control of long A and middle as well, but the CTs, they're making the correct call at this point. They know the money's going to be low for terrorists. Don't need to overcommit here. Don't get yourself into difficult situations. Hold back, find that first pick, and allow the crossfires to work out. He's Stanislaw towards the bottom of the middle there. Mixwell trying to take the attention away from him. So he takes that aggro. Presumably the T's will explode towards mid, and he can spread him down to that UMP.
Mixwell, good shot, good peek, catching a Dren retreating. Doji's going to fall immediately after. So far, so good. Mixwell's going to be a little bit careful not to get caught off, but Mo...
Here we go.
Just Stanislaw. Hobbit's gone in toward B. They've actually cleared out a website, or a bomb site. Might as well be a website. There's coding involved, right? It's the same thing.
Might as well.
It's fine. It exists on the web. Right now we're on land, so that doesn't even apply either, Henry. Hobbit swings out, not knowing he's there, but Mixwell somehow able to react in time. Headshot from the M4. Mo's going to be caught from Rush. Great play to catch off the B site, the website as it is, because it actually was completely void of that one player. That's all it took because they anticipated entirely on A.
Yeah, Hobbit doing some great work there. Getting towards B was pretty much the only option they had to get the bomb down at that point. He finds that kill with the MAC-10 after a lot of attention sent towards that A site. Decent hold to begin with from OpTic there, but it does fall apart. Allows the bomb to go down for Gambit overall. So in terms of the buy, I don't think there's one available for Gambit going to this next round. There's going to have like maybe 3k average across the board. So just some more Tech 9s there. Partial buy, in fact. It's going to be second stage loss bonus. So they're keeping the money about the 2k mark, maybe a little bit less actually. With Dosia going down to $600. He is keen for this round. He's all in with the Tech 9 head armor, Molotov, smoke grenade, you name it. They've bought it. And this presumably will be a full execution towards B. Similar sort of approach we saw from OpTic, try and get control of the upper platform, segregate the site in terms of this wall of smokes, and then Molotov the key positions as well. Use that running gun potential of the Tech 9 to inflict some damage and potentially get the bomb down as well.
Zeus looking to throw smokes in. This could be a wall, but there's good positioning from Tarek and Nafla to cancel that. In fact, Mixwell, I'm going to double up on this chicken coop position, but he's got a peek. So it won't be an element of surprise. Great shot. Takes down Doji on the way through. Missed shot on Zeus. It must have just gone by his knee, but he re-peeks it out, and Tarek's already done the deed. Rush as well, holding from Rock. They won't be able to wrap around, try and catch them off. That was the goal. And a perfect play, perfect position from the CT side is actually going to leave them completely unscathed. All 5 stay alive. No chance to walk in and get the bomb plant down.
Yeah, you can see now, if they hadn't have committed that fully to that buy then, Gambit would be able to buy at this point. Now we've got a 3k on Dosia. They really were going all in on getting that bomb down. That was a bit of a problem, but they are at Thursday loss bonus at this point. So another partial buy comes in, Tech 9s, PD50s. This kind of lead as well, you'd want to just presumably get onto the gun rounds and just finish things off efficiently, but Mixwell, using that smoke we saw in the first half as well, finds the first pick, and now he falls back. He's established it is going to be a Tech 9 buy, and though Stanislaw does drop to the hands of Zeus, Mixwell's in a decent position to get the next frag.
Yeah, Dren's got the one to grab the M4. He was the one tagged up as well, though. 34 HP for him. It might be advised to throw that elsewhere, all things considered, but for now, he'll be the one to hold it. Mo's going to rotate back over to B tunnels, make sure there's no one pushing up, but Tarek has. He's in the corner at long. So he'll be watching in toward the B tunnels for their arrival. Now, the thing is, he's isolated as well. If they lose a second member here and lose a second rifle, specifically where they're not really in position to rotate, they are in connector, but not in the sight. There you go. Now this becomes a problem because it's a man advantage. Drop down, covered off. Hobbit just needs to get information and hold this, but he's tagged up. Rush pushes through. And they can't exactly do anything with that second gun just yet, and it's just picked up by Mo now. If they had gone quickly, if Hobbit could have held off one, that was the sight and potentially the round for them.
No HP from Mo and Adren at this point. 45 seconds remaining as well. Going to be trying their luck towards the A side, but Mixwell, AWP in hand. At this point, get one frag, stay alive, call for the rotations, and he's got a teammate to back him up as well. I don't see Gambit really do much of this, regardless of having those M4s in hand. Comes out to the timing here. Adren could cause some damage towards Mixwell, but a decent incendiary will make him face at this point. Great kill.
Tagged up, though. Down to 11 HP. He's going to fall. Good tag as well through the edge of the wall. Goes on to Zeus, who's going to plant the bomb. It leaves Naf a great chance, all things considered. 12 and 18, but great start to the round and finish up from Gambit as they found two isolated picks. That's a text from your mom to tell you to turn off your notifications. Nafly going to try and push up to the top of the ramp, and they have spread themselves out for a crossfire. It's going to be Zeus out toward long. As soon as he enters, as soon as he's spotted up by Zeus, Mo's able to pop back out. And in fact, Zeus doesn't even need that. Zeus hits the shot, and they do pick up the round to make it 13 now for Gambit.
Well, we said these partial buys weren't really working out for Gambit, but they proved me wrong and managed to get it. Just the Tech 9s there. Initial exchange towards B makes them go towards that A side. I thought they were done for. There's low HP players. They had a couple of M4s, but the AWP I thought was going to deliver at that stage, but it does not prevail. It's going to be 13-7 now in favor of Gambit. They managed to get a nice full buy going forward here as well. Mo on the AWP. They've got a range of M4s and AKs as well. CTs. Not such good news. You can see Tarek on the UMP, although he is very proficient in that weapon, I have to say. I've seen him do a lot of good work with it. As we go into round number 21 here. All in the hands of Naflight. Mo, though, aggressive towards long A, and nails that first shot. Bunny hops through the fire, no problem.
Nails it. Mixwell, he'll fall back. Has to now at this point. Can't really afford to get aggressive and go down as well. Especially as things get closer to the finish line. Gambit on 13. OpTic had such great momentum. And they lose one. And how close to the finish they are. And they've got to consider the long game as well, because if they lose this round, they lose their money. If they win it, depending on whether or not there's a bomb plant, there could be a force out from Gambit if there is. They also force Gambit to be a little bit more patient.
Oh,
shot out. Naf misses. Two players facing, nearly caught by not only the Molotov, but a stray bullet. That would have taken him down. Misses another shot. Flash coming in. He's going to rely on Tarek to play up close, but the problem is they've got drop room, so he can't get aggressive inside that alleyway. Adren, the entrance successful. Traded out, but Rush has to swing. Mixwell's done his job to follow it up, but Hobbit, he finds Rush and Mixwell on the flank. They know exactly where he is. He has the bomb. That's the one thing that could save him. Smoke, but he's got to go quickly, because if that doesn't bloom in time, Hobbit could have had the peak. And they'll counter smoke this. Could be predictable. It could be obvious if he plays that in the corner. He's going to hear them jumping up on top of the box, but does he push through? This is so tantalizingly close. There's no flashes. No one can go for the snacks play and push this. They've got to play it out. They've got to be patient, and Mix in the corner is going to be checked. This is going to be pre-fired. I guarantee you, Rush. Yep, there it is. Rush is in. Hobbit spots and takes him down.
It's such a difficult position to be in there for Mixwell. He's done a great job to get the bomb in that position with the smoke down as well, the time running out, but when they dropped the smoke behind him as well, he couldn't really fall back to a safer position. He had to keep his vision on the bomb. Only real position he's got at that point in that tiny little corner, like he said, it's got to be pre-fired. Did good work to try and make it a possibility, but not going to be realistic in the end. To be fair, Naf, he got so many opportunities to get that first AWP shot coming in. Flashed the players perfectly on the platform, had 3 players in front of him to shoot in between all of them twice, I believe, as well. So a little bit disappointed he couldn't get rolling there, but still, it is going to be now Gambit 14-7 and a force buy from OpTic, not a very good one. 5 7s, Mag 7s, CZs, and a few grenades here. Let's see if they can do anything with this long stack.
Oh, they check it. They were trying to fade it in off of Mixwell. He's going to go as the result, but that wasn't the plan, and Zeus will take both of them as a result. Nafly's done his best to find himself some space. Trigger discipline. 1 goes by, 2 goes by, and Doja looks back. His teammate turns around and goes, hey, wait, what? He's already dead.
Oh, it's a shame.
It was. I know you like those plays.
I do. Those are the ones when you get like 2 or 3 people walk past, you just think no one's going to check this at this point. It's, I can get us back in the game with this one. But
Yeah, it's odd that Doji even did at that point in time.
Yeah.
Managed it nonetheless.
Well, 5-on-2, you don't really have much faith for the CT retake at this point. Tarek on a 5-7 rush, no armor, and the shotgun. Not really going to happen, is it? It's going to be third save loss bonus next round, so only $2,400. So, what does that mean for the team? Mixwell will have $3,400 total. No real or potentially you can buy a FAMAS or an unarmored M4. That's about all he can bring to the table. And Gambit get themselves match points as the best of one. Pretty brutal format this one in DreamHack. If you lose 2, you're out of the tournament.
Yep.
2 best of ones, that can be it. But at the same time, I kind of like that. This means you just have to turn up on the day, play your best CS, and if it's not good enough, you do get sent home packing.
Map point for Gambit, which means that I think it's every single time, every single game, our analysts, and well, this time, okay, fair enough. Moses did say Gambit.
I would say OpTic was certainly the favourites going into
That's
this
true.
one. Considering
That's the point I was trying to make, but I wanted
considering
to
their
try and
form
throw the
and
analysts under the bus.
the results they've got on LAN recently have been tremendous, and this is just like this is the problem with this team. Sometimes they look amazing, and sometimes they look very flat indeed. Cobble is like a good map for them, but it's so up and down in terms of the way we've seen them play it. The T side has to go off to a good start. Oh, we lost me for a second there. It's fine. Was that you just
I
trying
would
to
have
get
been lost without you.
Yeah.
Oh, Naf tags one, snaps back through the smoke, and hits the second shot onto Adren as well. It's quite pretty. But they've still got to convert it into a round. Otherwise, it's game over. Famas in the hands of both Mixwell and Tarek, as Tarek is underneath the dropper and smoke splashes going in. In fact, all of it. They have the Molotov down as well. His teammate's going to smoke him in a position where he's trying to play this, but not sure exactly where to look. As that E-box room completely covered off. Mixwell, meanwhile, has pushed through A. This is good positioning right now. They've got it covered, but look at Hobbit. He's looking at this. He's anticipating this, and he's got the perfect headshot. That's going to open up a rotation back toward A should they elect to use it, and they are.
Yeah.
They're going now.
Yep, you can see if you look on the minimap right now, nothing towards the A side whatsoever. It'll be Stanislaw in the connector, but okay, Nafly. Now he's starting to wake up. Couldn't hit the shots of the AWP, but the scout, that's a different story. 2 kills so far, and potentially going to keep them alive here, looking for the third. He's looking very strong right now with this weapon.
Very indeed. 3 kills for him this round. And he's looking to find Zeus as well. Didn't hit that first tag despite being very close. Nade's going to go in. Doesn't telegraph how committed he is and how pushed up he is, though. That smoke should. Goes for the peak. That's actually hit that, believe it or not. On to 27, Nafly, a very, very good round. As Hobbit tries once more to open up a loose bomb site over on A. The last time he lurked, the last time they won a round, it was converted on this play. And he's done it again. 16 seconds, though. Bomb's just at the bottom middle now. If they push through and catch it out in the transition, it could be round over. So Hobbit has to hold this. And Tarek's going to go. Tarek's going to try peek it. Tarek's found it. Round's over. 6 seconds. Can't grab the bomb in time, or can he? He's close enough. He definitely cannot. That's, yeah. Good try, Hobbit. But Rush, smart enough to back away, will at least keep us for one more as OpTic pick up number 8.
That pretty much does seal the fate there. The fact he gets 4 kills there, they didn't take any weaponry ever apart from a shotgun. They can only reinvest with a UMP, Pharmacist, maybe one player on a pistol as well just to get nades out. It's not going to be pretty going into the next one. It's just going to be more of a struggle. Well, fantastic play from Nafly overall. What great shots they were with the scout, especially the last 2 there. My God, that was very pretty indeed. But there, like, look at the buy in comparison now. We've got 3 Pharmacists, a UMP, and a shotgun, 1 kit, and a fully equipped Gambit. Probably just going to rush B at this point, finish this one off nice and early. And you know what? Naf's not going down without a fight.
Oh, Tarek's not either. He's jumping up. Shotgun comes through, Mag 7 shot into the face of Hobbit. His second one to Mo, but he has to go for the reload. The flash comes through. The flash saves him. That is awkward, but I love it.
Oh, what a round. You don't see many like that. Okay.
I do, but I play in silver, so yeah. I see them all the time.
That was kind of sick from Tarek there. Staying alive, just bunny hopping around when he's reloading his shotgun. Finds that third frag as well. Pretty cool. Yeah, you could see what the idea from Gambit was there. This rush B, you know they're low money. Let's finish this one off. And now they've given opportunity towards OpTic. This game might not necessarily be over just yet. They're going to need 6 rounds in a row to take us to overtime, but however unlikely that is, there's always a chance. And Stanislaw, oh, needs to be careful there. There is an AWP available for Mo, and he is actually towards the top and middle. I think he's being spotted as well.
Oh, yeah. Doesn't, yeah. Okay. So Stanover stays as well. Had a nade out as well.
Yeah, I'm trying to work out what's the best possible outcome from there. He gets a little bit of information, but he's got a nade out. It's just such a high-risk maneuver, right? Like, you spot a terrorist who's 90% of the time there will be a T top and middle. That's just a standard default, right? You spot one, you fall back, or you get shot with the AWP at the start of the round like that.
Things have gone dark.
Fall back.
And I'm not talking about your humor.
Or my heart.
Good point. One suits the other. Naf. AWP again this time was better with the scout. We mentioned it. He missed the op shots to give up map point. We'll have to see if he recovers this time if they do go this direction. Already a man advantage as well. With Stanislaw down, they've pulled Tarek back over as well toward the APC to cover off Mix's position at long corner on A. But it's onto the drop room. Hobbit flashing down is going to drop in eventually. Surely he's got to go. Rush will get a smoke down. I take that back. They're trying to sell a fake onto the B site. That little bit of aggro has worked to at least pull Rush and now Tarek over. Mixwell smartly, therefore, has to pick up the next kill, has to shut down A before the aggression comes in or they give up the site and have to play a retake. And smartly, he's done that, but he's down to by Hobbit, who again finds opening kills. Space gained, and Tarek's held off. Rush will cover off the lurk. They knew Adren was waiting, so Tarek had to hold position, but it's given up the bomb plant, and exactly that. They've got to go on the retake. 3 kits to try and do so. Mo's AWP is going to get towards stables, which means he can now control his own peak and his own destiny, which is a bigger problem as well for OpTic, trying to get back through. Rush wants to push out. Spotted. Tarek does take Mo down. He tags him up, though, through the edge of the pillar, and that's going to bring Zeus back in. They found both of the others, though. Zeus has to be careful. Wide peak. Low HP. Doesn't matter. OpTic's going to find double digits.
Still alive for now. OpTic fighting back. A lot of clutch situations, which eluded them in the first half here, but they seem to be winning them consistently now on the CT half, and they managed to find double figures here. 15-10. And with the bomb down as well, let's have a look at the money for Gambit overall. This isn't the best buy for them. I think they've got an AK purchase for Zeus. Are they going to go all in on this one? Now this is getting dangerous now. They don't necessarily have to do this. There's a full buy for OpTic regardless. They've got an AWP, M4, all kits, all the nades. They get now Gambit going with a couple of Galils and AKs and very limited utility. I'd prefer maybe seeing like a little partial buy here and going with that full buy. Just finish things off before you allow OpTic to potentially get back into this game. Of course, they can still win these rounds. So you're looking at the percentage chances of just closing this game out now. I would say that would be the best bet. But let's see what they can do here with the lesser rifles.
That nade went a little bit further than I thought. Thought Doja would get caught by that, but it bounced beyond him. Standard play thus far to start things off. Split on the sights, split on aggression. Rush smokes out top drop, but he'll give away as well and play more passively inside of the window instead. A lot of passive holds on the drop position as of late. Seems to be the common meta for a lot of teams who used to be very aggressive instead. And conversely, on the T side, it seems to be more utilized for lurking rather than execution as of late.
Well, Gambit is trying to finish this game off. They keep getting this initial pick, but OpTic is so resilient, not falling back, and actually managing to take the jewels on every single time and coming out trumps in those key clutch situations.
Stan boosted as well on this little L corner. Top of middle. Has to get Mixwell to get information, but he's playing APC and not spotting down, so Stan's attention right now is on the corner, but he should ideally be watching where Doji is. Meantime, though, Hobbit, he's gotten down into the drop room. Rush is going to be aware of this, but he's lost his teammate in Tarek to support it. It's him and Naf alone on the B site. Doji is still lurking at A. Is going to cause a lot of problems just in terms of timing. Because if he picks up one kill, they can't rotate as freely. Naf already tagged up. Good response. Finds Hobbit with the headshot. But a flash comes through. He can't peek it out. Knows they're getting closer, but does nothing of it. Adren's got him down. Doge just found Mixwell. He's responded, thankfully, by Stan. This will allow the rotations to come in, but are they going to be in time? Because Rush, oh, snaps back. What a shot. Takes Mo down. He may only have 10 HP, but that's a kill that could win the round alone because Zeus on 33 has to plant. I don't think he got there in time. He did okay. Just barely. Stanislaw, though, 100 HP, has the advantage. Zeus with 33, but has the AK, and he's going to win it out. Gambit just barely hold on, and their map will go their way.
Lovely stuff there from Zeus, was it not towards the end? Very calm. Like I said, I wasn't sure where he could plant. It was just ticked off 4. That's pretty much the last moment you can plant the bomb there. It comes down to the 2 versus 1. He nails the final shot, and it will be Gambit finishing things off there. A resilient OpTic, though. I think they started to warm up towards the end there. The clutches definitely eluded them in the first half. Couldn't really get rolling at all in that first one, but a pretty good game overall. I enjoyed it. Lots of high-octane moments there, and OpTic didn't want to go down without a fight, and they certainly gave us one.
Yeah, absolutely. And much better T side, or excuse me, CT side for them. Again, their aim was a little more crisp. Naf came alive a little bit with that scout, but missed a few op shots crucially, which potentially gave them 15 rounds with the momentum, as it were. They'd still be in this maybe with a fight, if not for that. And obviously the T side, as you said, was a little bit lackluster, aside from when they wanted to play to their strengths. Yeah,
I feel like when they went a little looser and they just wanted to go, here's our star players, let's throw them into the bomb side. That's when they're hitting shots. The default for me, too focused towards the B side, trying to go for those set pieces. I want to see more map control gathered first and then going into those, that would have been better. And you can see the aim is there when they got warmed up, especially on the CT side as well. They actually started to win clutches. Plenty got a CT start here today. They could have actually had a much better game. But Gambit, it always looked like they were going to win that one. It was just a matter of time, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, I would say I agree with that. And again, it's another slow start for a team we predicted to be among the better. We haven't seen Gambit as much since the roster changes.
would we say that's another upset to add to this pile?
That's the thing. It's. I think on paper, a lot of people would have expected OpTic to win it, but Gambit is a good team. We know they've had good success. They've made it proven to us at big lands majors before. Obviously, things have changed since then, but bringing in Zeus, I would have expected them only to get better, and we just haven't seen them enough, so that's why we feel this way, I think. I think with time, we'll realize they're still amongst the, you know, I call it the cusp teams, the teams on the bubble of tier 1, tier 2.
I guess
whatever those tiers mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's in your opinion, that makes a tier 2 team? Outside the top 10?
That's the thing, I don't know. It's like, for me, it's inconsistencies.
Yeah.
It's teams that can still get upset easily by teams who aren't in their realm, you know, teams that we don't relate to that maybe top 6 positions. I would say for me, tier 1, if I had to like put a cap on it, I'd say it's like 6 or 7 teams, but it depends for me. It's more of a skill blanket than a team cap, if that makes sense. Like it's you could be a tier 1 team and be the 10th best team if everyone's playing on that level, but inconsistencies kind of throw it off for me. It's a very loose term. I like Thorn's video about that. That said, we've got someone on the stage whose name is Smix, and that rhymes with Twix, my favorite chocolate bar. She's with Mo.
You're so intelligent, Sadicus. Thank you very much for that one. But of course, I am here with Adren. So first of all, congratulations. You are headed to the winner's match. My first question for you is, headed into this match, knowing you're going up against OpTic, who's been on really great momentum lately, winning Northern Arena. Did you prepare specifically for them at all, or are you still focusing on playing together with this new roster you have?
We just focused on our game, but we were prepared for them. We feel comfortable to play against them because I know that our game style is good fitting against NA game style. So we feel comfortable playing against them.
So when you say NA game style, what do you mean specifically?
I can't explain it, but the different, like Europe, Asia, and the NA got some special tactic styles. So I don't know how to explain it, but it is.
On Cobblestone, everything seemed like it was working in your guys' favor. You won both pistols, maintained the lead for most of that game. So from your perspective, did you feel comfortable and did you feel everything was working as you wanted?
Yeah, we trained a lot of Cobble. We knew that we're going to play this map on this tournament. And we just knew everything that they can do because, I don't know, we just prepared for them. So everything went good for us, and we just warm up good, and we just shoot our aim, and that's okay for us.
And I know that you guys are playing with 2 relatively new players now with Zeus and Hobbit. So how has that been? And is Zeus in-game leading for you guys? Can you just tell us what that's been like?
Zeus and Hobbit fit well for us. I didn't expect that we're gonna like recover so fast because the new players, new game styles, and it's kind of hard now because we still need time to be good. But everything is going good for us right now, so that's all.
Well, you were mentioning playing teams from all different sorts of regions, and coming up next, you will be playing Renegades from Australia. So, are you comfortable going up against them?
Yes, as I said, NA's game style is good for us. I know that Renegades are training in North America, so I think we're good.
All right, sounds good. Well, congratulations again, Adren. Looking forward to your match later on. Of course, that means the winner's match for Group B is set. It will be Renegades versus Gambit.